Hello friends, it's Miss Dina, and today we're gonna have some fun. All right friends, so today's activity is called Which Has More? And I have here an ice cube tray and some bags with cubes in them, so you can see. So what you're gonna do, I would recommend smaller bags. This is just what I found in our kitchen here at work. So you can use resealable bags. You can also use an egg carton if you don't have an ice cube tray. And then just something to put in your bag. So it could be Legos, it could be coins, it could be little pom-pom balls. It could be poker chips. Just be creative and think of things to put in your bags. And you can put in as many as you want in your bags. Like you can put it into different numbers. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to say more, fewer, the same. Which will it be? Line them up, then we'll see. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the items from the bags into the ice cube tray. So if you can see, so you're going to have one column in here. So you're going to compare two bags, basically. So pick two bags. I'm going to start with this bag. And we have yellow cubes in here. You can see, maybe. Okay, we have yellow cubes. So I'm going to take those out. And I'm going to drop them into the tray, just like that. And then I'm going to take another bag. And I'm going to take out the items from it. We have red cubes. And I'm going to drop them in the other side. Okay? So now it looks like this. So as you can see, it's an easy way to compare how many is in each tray. So we can count 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can tell if you were to match them. So here's one match, here's one match, and here's one match. Uh-oh, we're out of yellow cubes to match. So if you look, which one has more? The red does, right? Because there's 2 more red cubes than there are yellow cubes up here. Okay? So it's just a good visual tool to help your child see more and fewer. So you'd say there are fewer or less yellow cubes than red cubes. And then you would say there are more or greater amount of red cubes than yellow cubes. Okay? And then obviously if they were the same, which you can do, you can put the same number in some of the bags just so they can see that, then they would be able to be all matched. They would all match. And you would say that's an equal amount. Okay, so you want to use those terms, more than, less than, greater than, fewer, and equal. So those are the terms that you want to use as you're doing the activity. And so I would just suggest doing that as many times as you want, as many times as, as much as your child is engaged in the activity. Just put your little objects in here. Or again, the egg crate is also a very good tool. So if you got some extra egg crates laying around, those are perfect as well. Muffin tins also do the same thing. Or if you don't have the muffin tins, but you have the liners, you can use the liners. So lots of ways to do this activity. Be creative about it so that they can see. But when you use the muffin tins, if you just use the muffin tins, make sure you like line them up in a row like this. It's that visual piece that helps them to see the more and less. Okay. So some activities, or some questions rather, to think about as you're doing the activity. Which terms did the child use correctly? More, less, fewer, the same as, equal. Again, those are the terms that you want to focus on. Was the child able to place each object into the divided container with ease? So were they able to do this? This is a fine motor skill. Okay. So just were they able to drop it in there? That's a fine motor skill. How did the child communicate or demonstrate his or her understanding of this experience? So just share with your teacher that information, how they were able to, how you know they understood the activity. Was the child able to answer the question, how do you know? So, when you say which one has more or which one has less, and the child was able to explain, well, this one has less because there's not as many, there's not as many, or talking about like when you're pairing them up, when we paired them up, anything like that 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 they understand, that they know. And was the child, okay, so I already said that. How many items was the child able to count accurately? So, how high was the child able to count? And that's, again, that one-to-one correspondence. If you're, putting each one into the tray. So it's 1, 2, 3. So how high were they able to count? And was the child able to compare sets of different objects? So, like I said, that's what's recommended is different objects. So whatever you have around the house, like I said, it can be tiny little pebbles, marbles, Legos, poker chips, just any little thing. If you have those little erasers around, those are always fun. You can usually find those at the Dollar Tree. Those are great for counting, things like that. So just for them to be able to see that different objects, can be fewer or more than, that kind of thing, or they can be equal. So that is it for today's activity. I hope you enjoyed this activity. I think the kids will really enjoy this because it's a very hands-on activity, and we know that kids love hands-on activities. So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button below, and I will see you on the next video.